Hey there! Today's the 5th day before Christmas and we're going to be making a Disney World treat. It is the Twice Upon a Cupcake. So it has a regular vanilla cupcake with a red velvet hidden Mickey, a confetti cupcake chunk on top, and a lot of frosting. As always, everything you're going to need will be in the description box down below. Now let's get started on this cupcake. So we're going to start by baking off our red velvet cake. I will leave my recipe in the description box down below. Just bake it at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. And then in a separate bowl, I'm going to be putting some of my vanilla cake batter in there and adding sprinkles to it. I used only one batch of vanilla cake batter and that got me about 6 of these cupcakes. You may need to double the recipe depending on how many you want to make. I'm going to be using a piping bag to be able to pipe these into the cones. So here I made some makeshift cones. I got some foil and I'm using some cookie cutters to stand them in. Or you can always just make your own foil cones and then a little circle out of the foil to bake your cones in. So just pipe in your cake batter. Make sure you overfill it since these will sink through. And just bake them at 350 degrees and keep an eye on them. Once they're golden brown, they're ready. You can always test with a toothpick or a skewer. So once your red velvet has baked, I gave it a couple minutes to cool down and then I crumbled it up. This is going to be like making cake pops, but instead of using frosting to hold together, we're going to be using some extra cake batter. So here I'm just doing a scoop at a time of the cake batter and combining it all in. You can always feel with your fingers how moist your cake mixture is. If it doesn't hold together, you may need to add more cake batter. I used about 3 scoops. You can always do up to 4. So then just roll out a little ball. This is going to be part of the head, and then roll out a long piece. You don't want it too thin because you want to be able to see the ears. And this we're going to place on top of the ball in the cupcake mixture, and that will form our hidden Mickey. So keep repeating this with all your red velvet mixture. And then here I'm going to do a small scoop of batter into each cupcake liner. I'm going to place the ball in there, add a little bit of the cake batter. I used another piping bag for that, and then place the ring on top. And then cover it up with more cake batter. And then just keep repeating this. And then again, bake them at 350 degrees. These will bake for about 20-25 minutes. And once those are baking, let's remove our cones from the foil. So just peel that foil back and you've got perfectly shaped cones for the top of the cupcakes. You can always cut off the little dome on it to flatten it, but I just left it on there. So here we're going to start decorating. My cupcake has come to room temperature, and I'm going to be using some frosting with a circle tip. Put that on the base. Put the funfetti cone on top, and that we're going to be adding our green to. Everything I used will be in the description box down below. So just pipe this out and we're going to make it look like a little Christmas tree. And once you're done, get some black frosting and pipe that around. That's going to be the string of lights. And instead of using the light bulb candies that they use, I ended up dyeing some of my frosting blue, red, and yellow and piping that on to make it look like lights. Now this is optional, or you can always buy the candies and do that. So just go alternating, piping on some Christmas lights on this. And there's our Twice Upon a Cupcake. So remove your cupcake liner. And we're just gonna cut this in half. And there's our hidden Mickey.
I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see pictures of all the 12 days of baked goods I'm doing, I do post on Instagram. All my links are down below. If you want to keep up to date with all the recipes I share, hit the subscribe button as well. And until next time, happy holidays and stay sweet.